All right, good evening, and welcome to the Northwestern High School Spring Concert featuring the Northwestern High School Concert Band and the Northwestern High School Concert Choir. The pieces that we are playing for you today, or tonight, are written by two different composers. We just kind of ended up just kind of focusing on two this concert season, Frank Kelly and Percy Granger. The first piece that we're going to play by Frank Kelly is a very interesting piece, to be honest with you. He wrote a piece called Joy, and it was about the birth of one of his children. And, and by the way, we've played several pieces by Kelly over the years. A year ago, fall concert, we did his Abracadabra, that some of you may remember. And so he wrote this piece for a middle school band called Joy. And as he was writing it, he was, by the way, writing for middle school band is one of the hardest things you can do because you've got all these constraints. You're writing a grade 1 level piece or a grade 1 half level piece means you're limited to, say, 5 notes, about 3 rhythms, and a certain length of piece. And it's a real struggle for composers. And so as he's writing this piece for middle school band called Joy, he thought, what if I didn't have the constraints? What if I could write it in a key that gave me a little more flexibility, maybe writing 16th notes instead of 8th notes, writing a longer piece than what Joy ended up being. And so thus came about Joy Revisited. So he almost wrote them at the same time. He was focused on writing Joy. He had been commissioned to write this piece, Joy, and then at the same time wrote this piece called Joy Revisited, which is just a little more difficult, a little more expansive than the original piece that he was writing. So we hope you enjoy Frank Kelly's Joy Revisited. So this next piece, another piece by Frank Kelly in 2 movements, which means after the first movement, don't clap. Wait until we get done with the second movement. A little reminder for you, in case you didn't read the flow chart on the back of your program. So this piece, Cajun Folk Songs, has been on the what's called the contest list for decades. It's a very well-known piece by him. It's been on the Class B contest list and was our selection from the contest list at this year's concert festival. So a week and a half ago, on a Thursday, we performed with, and there were about 6 other bands, 5 other bands, and an orchestra that performed throughout the day for a panel of 3 judges. And each of the judge rates you based on 7 different categories. You get different ratings on different categories, and then it adds up to a score. And then you get a rating from each judge, and then that goes onto a chart if they're not all the same, so that you get a rating. And this group, as is our tradition, got ones from all 3 judges, got the highest rating possible on that day. So let's hear it for the kids behind me on that. So a little bit about the piece and the folk songs. So actually this piece and then the Lincolnshire Posy are both based on folk songs. So Cajuns are descendants of the Acadians, a group of early French colonists who began settling in Acadia, now Nova Scotia, around 1604. 1755, they were driven out by the British, eventually resettling in South Louisiana. Today, there are nearly 1 million French-speaking descendants of the Acadians living in Louisiana and parts of Texas, preserving many of the customs, traditions, and stories and songs of their ancestors. Cajun Folk Songs was composed by Frank Kelly as a tribute to the people of the old Cajun folk song culture, with hopes that their contributions will not be forgotten. Again, this piece is in 2 movements, and then each piece has some original material added by Frank Kelly. So we hope that you enjoy Frank Kelly's Cajun Folk Songs. All right. So this next piece, actually before we get to this next piece and I talk about that, I wanted to bring something up. Somebody had mentioned, I think, to me last week about how busy I was, how many things I had going on, which usually means if I'm busy, they're busy too. Pep bands, contest, concert tonight. Show of hands, including percussionists that are down there. How many of you were in musical? Hands up if you were in musical. Okay. How many of you over the last 3 weeks or 4 weeks were gone because you were at a CTE event? DECA, FBLA, FFA. Okay. How many of you are in a winter sport? Hands up. How many of you are looking forward to spring break finally getting here? Yes, they are busy, not just with band stuff, not just with choir stuff, sports, CTE, meaning like FBLA, DECA, that kind of stuff. And, oh yeah, something about there's classes you go to too. I don't understand it, but apparently they go to class too, and they take tests and have to do homework. So we have been very busy over the last couple weeks, not just in the music department, but around the school. During intermission, we're going to have, is it yearbook? Yep, support our yearbook, buy some candy, buy something from the concession stand, eat it out there or pack it in your jacket and have it later. But support our yearbook by getting something from the concession stand. We promise we will not start the choir portion until everyone has had a chance to get their treat. So during 1905, Percy Grainger, who composed Lincolnshire Posy and several other band works, embarked on a tour of Lincolnshire, England, where he began collecting from the local singers by notating tunes on paper. In 1906, he returned with his newfangled Edison recording machine, basically recorded these people singing on wax cylinders. When Edwin Franco Goldman approached Grainger in January of 1937, so some 30 years later, to compose something for the upcoming American Bandmasters Convention, Grainger reached back into these collected folk songs for inspiration. The six-movement work known as Lincolnshire Posy was the result. Each movement was intended by Grainger to be a musical portrait of the singer who sang the underlying melody. So each movement is not only about the folk song, but also about the singer who sang the folk song to him. Its premiere performance by the Milwaukee Symphonic Band, which is a very fancy way of saying it was the, I think, Pabst and Schlitz. It was two brewery bands that actually combined to be known as the Milwaukee Symphonic Band. This premiere was on March 7th, 1937 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, in the auditorium there. In the program, Grainger dedicated his Bunch of Wildflowers, that's why I named it Posy, to the old folk singers who sang so sweetly to me. So tonight we're performing a Michael Sweeney arrangement of the first, second, and sixth movements of this landmark work. It's arguably the Beethoven's Fifth or Beethoven's Ninth Symphony of the band world, Lincolnshire Posy by Percy Grainger.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome to our choir portion of tonight's concert. I'm going to turn it to the students to introduce the pieces, but I first wanted to say that just like at the winter concert, unfortunately, our accompanist got sick. I think all of you know how sick season is going right now. So she is sick. I have backup. It's going to be played. Of course, I prefer live accompaniment, but we have to kind of do what we got to do. So I'm going to turn it over to Logan.
Hello everyone and welcome to the choir portion of tonight's concert. My name is Logan Chambers and the first piece of the choir we'll be performing is El Ritmo de la Noche by J. Althouse. With a text in both English and Spanish, El Ritmo de la Noche speaks to the sound and the spirit of music as an essential life force.
Hear the music. Hello, my name is Isaac Dixon, and the next piece we'll be performing for you is The Willow Song by Rolf Vaughan Williams, arranged by Donald Moore, based on text from Othello by William Shakespeare. The Willow Song is a mournful folk ballad in which the character, Desdemona, laments her lost love, Othello.
Oh, there we go. Hello, my name is Evangeline Goodrich, and the next piece we will be performing for you is This Little Light of Mine, arranged by Mark Hayes. This Little Light of Mine is a gospel song that signifies the idea of letting one's inner light shine brightly, often interpreted as a metaphor for personal faith and positive action, drawing inspiration from the Bible verse Matthew 5:14 through 16. Where Jesus says, "You are the light of the world," essentially encouraging people to share their goodness and positive influence with others. It became a powerful anthem during the Civil Rights Movement due to its messages of hope and defiance against injustice. Thank you for coming to our concert and have a great night.